Forget what you came for? Your brain is hiding something from you. You walk into a room already knowing exactly what you need. The moment you arrive, your mind suddenly goes completely blank. You stand there staring around hoping the answer simply appears. A few seconds later, you retrace your steps without understanding why. Then the memory instantly returns as if nothing ever happened. It feels so strange that many men fear their memory is fading. Some even wonder if these moments mean something is seriously wrong. But psychology reveals a surprising reason almost nobody expects. Once you understand it, you may never see these moments the same again. The strange truth is your brain rarely forgets the goal as completely as it feels. Instead, it temporarily loses access to the intention that was active just moments before. Psychologists call this a context shift that quietly changes what your brain prioritizes. Every room becomes a new environment filled with fresh information to process immediately. As your surroundings change, your attention automatically begins updating its mental map. The original goal slips into the background without you ever noticing it happen. It is not erased because it is simply no longer leading your attention. That is why stepping back into the previous room often brings the memory back instantly. The forgotten intention was waiting for the right mental context to return again. Your brain stores countless active goals, but only one can dominate attention at a time. This hidden switching happens so quickly that it feels like the thought disappeared forever. In reality, your memory stayed intact while your attention quietly moved somewhere else. The problem is rarely a broken memory, but a brain constantly adapting to new surroundings. Yet this still does not explain why some men experience these moments far more often. The answer lies in something your mind has been doing long before you changed rooms. Long before you forgot your goal, your mind had already started solving something completely different. Your brain constantly predicts what deserves attention instead of preserving every passing thought. It quietly compares problems, opportunities, memories, and future plans every waking moment. The smallest distraction can suddenly outrank the reason you entered the room at all. A sound, a notification, or even one random thought can steal the spotlight instantly. Without realizing it, your attention begins following the newest and most important signal. The original intention slowly fades because your brain believes something else matters more now. This is not carelessness, but an automatic survival system built through thousands of years. Your mind was designed to notice change far faster than it protects simple intentions. That ability once helped humans survive dangerous environments filled with constant uncertainty. Today, the same system reacts to emails, deadlines, conversations, and unfinished responsibilities. Your brain cannot easily tell the difference between real danger and mental urgency. So it keeps abandoning small intentions to prepare for what feels more important. The surprising part is this pattern often becomes stronger in men carrying heavier mental loads. And that hidden mental weight explains far more than most people ever realize. Many men spend the entire day carrying conversations that never happen out loud. Part of the mind is planning tomorrow, while another is solving yesterday's problems. Work, finances, family, and responsibilities quietly compete for every piece of attention. Even moments that seem peaceful are often filled with silent mental preparation. Psychologists call this cognitive load, and it quietly drains working memory every day. The heavier that invisible load becomes, the easier small intentions disappear from awareness. Your brain keeps checking unfinished problems because it believes they still need protection. That constant scanning leaves less attention available for simple everyday tasks. Forgetting what you came for is often the symptom rather than the real problem. The true struggle may be a mind that never feels safe enough to fully relax. Chronic stress teaches the brain to expect something important at every moment. Learning, resting, and remembering all become harder when survival takes priority. This is why these memory lapses often appear during the busiest seasons of life. The good news is this says far more about your mental load than your intelligence. And understanding that changes what forgetting actually reveals about your mind. The biggest surprise is that forgetting is often evidence your brain is working efficiently. Memory was never designed to preserve every intention that passes through your mind. Instead, it constantly filters what feels urgent, meaningful, useful, or emotionally important. Small everyday goals can quietly disappear when larger concerns demand the spotlight instead. Think of your attention as a flashlight moving across a dark and crowded room. Where the light shines becomes clear while everything else fades into the background. Your forgotten intention never vanished because it simply fell outside that moving beam. This is why a single reminder can suddenly bring the entire memory rushing back. The information was still there waiting for the right connection to activate it again. Psychologists call this retrieval, and it depends heavily on attention and mental context. Your brain remembers connected ideas far better than isolated intentions without meaning. That is why meaningful conversations stay vivid, while simple errands disappear so easily. The problem is rarely weak memory, but an overloaded system choosing what deserves space. Once you understand that these moments stop feeling like proof something is wrong. And that realization also reveals how you can work with your brain instead of against it. The solution is not forcing your memory to become stronger through pure determination alone. It begins by helping your attention stay connected to one clear intention at a time. Simply saying your goal out loud makes your brain hold on to it more effectively. That small habit strengthens the mental pathway before another thought can interrupt it. Many psychologists recommend creating tiny pauses before entering a different room. Those few seconds remind your attention what it is about to accomplish next. Visual reminders also reduce the pressure placed on your working memory every day. Your brain performs better when it shares small tasks with the environment around you. Completing one thought before chasing another also protects your attention from overload. The calmer your mind becomes, the easier simple intentions remain within reach. Real improvement comes from reducing mental noise instead of demanding perfect focus. Your brain works best when it has space to finish one objective at a time. Once attention becomes steadier, memory naturally begins following the same direction. You stop fighting your mind and start using the way it already wants to work. That simple shift can make everyday forgetfulness happen far less often. The next time you forget what you were looking for, do not assume your memory is failing. Remember that attention always comes before memory because one cannot exist without the other. Your mind was never empty because it was already managing far more than you could see. That does not make you less intelligent because it makes you deeply human instead. Sometimes the busiest minds simply struggle to protect one small intention at a time. Once you understand this pattern, frustration slowly gives way to patience and clarity. You begin working with your brain instead of constantly fighting against its nature. That simple change can make everyday life feel calmer, more focused, and far less confusing. Subscribe for more psychology videos that reveal the hidden patterns behind everyday behavior. You may understand your own mind far better than you ever thought possible.